Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Unique Excel. On today's tutorial, we'll be cutting a male pant trouser. So I'm using 1.5 yard of fabric, 1.5 yard of fabric. So we'll need basic measurements such as the trouser length, the waist, the thigh, and the knee of the male we are making pants for. So we are going to fold our fabric into two. That part that we measured as 1.5 yard. So we're going to lay it together like I'm doing. Make sure you lay it perfectly well. So you're just gonna rule a straight line on the upper part of the fabric where you're starting your measurements from. Make sure you rule it straight. Okay, so that's the part where, so this is the measurement I'll be using for mine. I use trouser length 38, waist 30, thigh 24, and knee, ankle, which is 12. So I'll be removing one up. That one that I'm removing up is just for the band that I'll be adding back to the trouser while sewing. So I'm removing one up and measuring my 38. So if I don't remove the one, then I'll be measuring 37 instead of 38. Then 2-inch seam allowance. So that makes it 40. Remember, I removed one up. So that's 39 altogether. That's 39 altogether. But because of the one I removed up, then I'll be joining my band. When I join my band back, my band will be 1.5 inches. When I join it back, the joining allowance is ½ inch, so it becomes 40. So I'm just going to rule out the part that looks like industrial, I don't know what I'll call it now. So I'm measuring 1.5 on the waist. I'm measuring 1.5 inches in. So from that 1.5, I'll be taking my waist measurements. So I'm taking 1 inch downward here. So I'm taking my waist measurement in slant form. My waist is 30, so divided by 4 is 7.5. Then I'm adding 1 inch allowance, like so. So that part will be in slant, not straight. So I slanted it with just 1 inches, and I removed 1.5 inch in. So I'm measuring 9 inches for my crotch line. So I'm just gonna rule it down like so. Then I'm going to slant that part, the 1.5 I shaped, to the thigh, like so. So from there, I'm going to take my thigh measurement. My thigh measurement is divided by 2. While working on your male pants, you should know that the waist is the only one you divide by 4. The other part is divided by 2. So I just made a straight line from the waistline to my thigh, then curved it out. Then on the part where I have my measurements, I'll be taking 1.5 inch in like I did for the waistline. So I'm going to rule it out like I'm doing. Sorry, I have a small ruler, but if you have a longer ruler, I think you should have a more perfect curve. So I'm just going to join the lines together like so. So this is what I have. So my ankle, I'm going to take the measurement of my ankle, which is 12 as the round, divided by 2, that's 6. So I'm measuring my 6 from there. I removed 1.5, so altogether it will be 7.5, but I'm cutting the 1.5 inches out. So I'm going to measure my 6 and join it to my thigh, like so. So I'm joining the 6 inches of the ankle to the 12 inches on the tie. So I'm just going to give it a nice shape. If you have like a French I said French cuff, if you have your cuff, you can use it to get the perfect shape. I don't have all of my tools here, that's why I'm using the small ruler, just for you guys to see how you can cut a male pant. So I'm going to cut it out like so, and that's all for the front pattern of a male pant trouser. So move to the back. Difference between the back of the male pant trouser and the front is just that I'm going to add some measurements to the back. The back is always bigger than the front. So I'm just going to take one piece from the front and put the other piece aside. So I lay it perfectly well. Then I had 2.5 inches on that part. I would make sure is, so I'm rolling the measurements out. So I'm chalking out 1.5 on the ankle part, 1.5 inches on the ankle part. Then I'm chalking out 2 inches on the knee. But we actually didn't use our knee measurement. This is one method. There are like 3 other methods to cut a male pant trouser, but I think this method is faster. So I'm going to take 3/4 inches downward from that crotch line, because we have butts, that's bum, and it has to sit well in the trouser so it doesn't get tight when the guy wears it. So that's why I took 3/4 inches downward. Then I had 1.5 inch and 2 inches on the side, then 1.5 inch higher than the front pattern. As you can see, 1.5 there and 2 inches here. So I'm going to join my 2 inches to the parts, to the 3/4 I measured downward. And on that part, on the crotch part, I'm taking 2.5 inches. So I'm going to slant my 1.5 to the actual waist line for the front. So the back is higher than the front and bigger. So I'm just going to take that part as the normal front pattern, but this front is what I'm adding to. So I'm taking 2.5 inches here. 2.5 inches. So I'm going to join it to the other ones that I already made. They're already chalked. So after rolling it out, this is what I have. So I'm ready to cut my back pattern out. So I have 1.5 inches here. So I'm just going to cut it out. I'm sorry, I don't have all of my tools here, so I just have to manage the scissors here. So I'm done cutting my back pattern out, and that is all. Then I'm going to cut my pocket. My pocket is always 14 inches by 14 inches, so you're going to have two of that, 14 by 14. And on my back I'm going to chalk where my pockets will be, and on my front I mean, so it will be 2 inches by 7 inches. That's 2 by 7. Then this is my back pattern. I'm going to have my dart line. So this is how I take my darts. You just place the waist of the back into two. You know, you slanted it, so it will be in that form. Then you just notch it. So when you're sewing the trouser, you can see the notch and make your dart. That's half inches when you fold it together by 3.5 inches. That is what your dart looks like. So this is for my for the part where I'll be putting my zip at the front of the pant trouser. So this is what makes this. So I'm going to join it to the front of the trouser, the part where the zip will be, and join my zip together with it. So I want to show you where that would be on the trouser for in case you don't know. So this is where my pocket is. My pocket is 7 inches downward. You notch your 7 inches downward by 2 inches. So that's the part you fold your pocket, which you're cutting 14 by 14 inches with, and join into. So that's how to get your pocket for your pant trouser. And for your the parts where there is zip, you measure 7 inches downward. That is the part where you join this other pattern that I just cut out. So you're going to join to it like so, and yeah, so that's where you join your zip and the covering of the zips. So you're going to have 3 of that. So I'll cut my pocket out now. Like I said, 14 by 14. But when you fold it in 4, I've already folded it in 4 in this pattern I'm making. So I'm going to take 7 inches by 14 instead of 14 by 14, because when I open my 7 inches it becomes 14. So it's the same thing. You can decide to cut your own just 14 inches by 14 inches, 2 of it, or you can fold it in 4 like I did in the video. So by 14 inches. So I don't have up to 14 inches on my fabric, so I'm just going to use 13 inches. So I'm just going to cut it out like so. So I think we have come to the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you'd like to see the sewing tutorial of this video, you can drop it in the comment section so I can make the sewing tutorial available for you guys. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry for not posting videos for a while now. I had some setbacks, but I'm back now, and I hope you guys got something from the video I just posted. And I wish to see you guys again on my next video. Kindly subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, share. Thank you for watching.